Welcome back to another edition of the Champion Game. I am your host, Coach EO. Now, there was a comment in one of my videos just yesterday from a Jay Simon. Shout out to Jay Simon. And he asks a pretty good question. This could be very helpful to a lot of the younger guys out here. So I'm going to go ahead and read it and then answer it. So here we go. Hey, EO. First, I want to thank you for everything you have gifted me since I started to learn with you. I'm waiting for your book to buy it as soon as possible. I wonder if you could help me with a situation. I dated for 1 year but never had sex. Woo! I'm 22. So I took some time to myself and completely changed my perception of things. And sometime I met this girl which solely has the intention to fuck, kind of a nymph. She is younger and basically she is under the impression I'm really experienced due to me being older. I've never told her I had experience, but I didn't want to share that with her, that I didn't have experience. She wants to fuck next week. I don't want to tell her about not having experience since this bothers me. And because she is only a girl to fuck, I know she isn't much experienced either, but she isn't a virgin. I am. Could you help me in this situation? All right. Whew. 22. And never had no pussy. All right. Don't feel bad. I will tell you that I did not have sex until I was 18 years old. And the first time I had sex was with a woman who was about 3 years older. And she pretty much took the dick. I mean, it was to a point I tried to, wait it out as long as I could. I mean, we were doing a lot of foreplay, a lot of kissing, a lot of fingering, a lot of licking nipples, a lot of biting asses. But never the actual act of sex. And there's multiple reasons why it took me that long too. I mean, even through high school, I did a lot of foreplay and messing around with women, but I never had sex. And part of that was that my mother was a worrier, and she would always worry me, like, don't get any of these girls pregnant, and watch what you're doing out there, and there's STDs and all this stuff. So, I kind of became a worrier myself. And so I met a girl who was older and experienced. I mean, this woman clearly had done some fucking. And so one day I'm at her place and we're getting hot and heavy, and she goes, "Do you have a condom?" And I said, "No, I don't have any condoms." And broad gets up, puts her clothes on, and walks to the corner store to buy condoms. This is how eager this girl was. We were actually dating. And we were probably a good month and a half, 2 months in, and she still ain't got no dick. So she was probably like, "Yo, come on, man, give me some of that dick." So while she's walking to the store, I'm over here like saying prayers and shit. I'm like, all right, man, I guess you're about to do this. And, I'm just kind of like, I'm doing push-ups and shit, fucking fluffing my shit. I like to entertain. So what I'm basically trying to say is back in my day in 1998, that was when I was 18 in 1998. I couldn't just jump on a phone and look at porn. I wasn't like studying porn like you guys have the ability to look at porn and at least to get an idea as to what to do when fucking. I mean, for me to watch porn back in 1998 or 1996, I'm either, getting a VHS tape from one of my friends, or, borrowing it from one of my friend's dad or some shit. I mean, that's how we rolled back in, the 90s. But y'all at least can put on some porn now on your phone and be like, oh, that's how it's done. Oh, okay, that's how it's done. So here's the thing. Here's what I did. She's coming back with the condoms. She's ready to roll. I put the condom on. I still didn't know what to do, but I focused on my kissing. I focused on my touching. I focused on, hitting that neck up, sucking on that neck, sucking on them titties. I knew that that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I was used to doing. But the actual act of fucking, this was the first time. So I remember when I put it in her, she was so ready from the anticipation and the month and a half of the build-up and the foreplay that she was ready to come anyway. So I remember I put it in her, didn't even do much moving. She did most of the moving, and she was ready to go. I mean, she had an orgasm pretty quickly. And so at that point, I remember the sensation of sex. In my head, I was thinking, damn, I'm not going to be able to handle how good it feels. I remember that went through my mind at the age of 17, 18 years old. Like, am I going to be able to handle the feeling of sex? And I do recall, like, yes, it felt different. It obviously wasn't my hand. It was different. It was wet. It was soft. It was, cushiony. But I remember thinking like, yo, this ain't that bad. I'm cool. I could mess around in here a little bit. Oh, shit. I remember thinking like, yo, this does feel different and it does feel good. But it wasn't to a point where I was like, damn, this is going to like swarm me and I have no control. Like I even remember at 18 with my first time, I was like, yo, I'm cool. I think I could do this fucking thing. So I would tell you, you got to get out of your head. The stories in your head are preventing you from getting experience. And if you're ever going to get good with women, you must have experience. You must have experience. Even if you don't do it right, she doesn't know you're not doing it right. It sounds to me like she's younger than you. Hopefully she's the age of 18 and older. But it sounds to me like she doesn't have that much experience anyway. So she, as long as you don't convey how nervous you are and you have fun with this, try to have fun with this. Instead of looking at it, being paranoid and wondering if you're going to do a good job and you're scared, have fun, man. Y'all can experiment together. You can learn new things. But I would say make sure you're focusing on your kissing. Kiss her neck, bite her a little bit, tease her, make her smile, lick her nipples, suck on her titties, go down, kiss her inner thighs, use your hands, obviously massage her clitoris and, be gentle, but be masculine. I would say focus a lot on the foreplay at first and then strap up, put a condom on and let it rip, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's not as intense as you think. At least for me, it wasn't. When I got in, I was like, yo, I'm cool here. This ain't that bad. And after that, bro, after that first time, I broke the seal and started going crazy with the fucking. So, and I even remember this same girl was the first person to actually give me a blowjob and, I had an ejaculation with, in terms of, from getting a blowjob. I remember she did it in a bathtub. We were chilling. And this girl really wanted my dick, bro. I can tell you that right now. This woman really wanted my dick. And I remember the first time I ejaculated from a blowjob, and she was just like, I didn't even know how to tell her. I was like, yo, wait, whoa. And she was just like, I'm ready for this. And so, after at that point, I was good. So you got to get the experience. You have to. In order to get good at something, you got to have, attempts, repetition. Got to keep doing it over and over and over. It's got to be routine. You got to keep doing it. You can't give up. You got to keep mastering it. And I will tell you, it's not going to take long for you to figure out that, fucking's a lot of fun. As long as you're safe, you're doing it with someone that, that you can trust, and you're having a good time. Fucking's a lot of fun. So don't be so paranoid. Your coach didn't do it until he was 18. I was pretty much forced into it. I would say that if it wasn't for this woman pretty much taking the dick, I probably would have waited a little bit longer. I could have been 19, 20, 21 too as well. So I went through with it. I had a woman with some experience that, pretty much forced it to happen. But, after a while, man, I was doing my thing. So it was good. I had that experience. It was good that I was with someone who pretty much forced me. And it sounds to me like you met this young lady and she's kind of, you attracted her because now it's time for you to do it. She's eager. She wants to do it. She's ready to fuck. So it's pushing you to that limit now. So go have a good time. Focus on your kissing. Focus on your touching. Make sure you lick her nipples and massage her clit and finger her a little bit and, bite her thighs and, just do your thing, bro. Lips, kissing, touching, speaking to her like a man in a very masculine way. That goes a long way getting the woman prepared for the orgasm. So when you get up in there, bro, it's going to be cool. And so start off with missionary and then let her get on top. I would say those two positions. You ain't ready for doggy style yet. But the second round, let's say the second round or the next time you guys have sex, go on ahead and tell her, hey, turn around for me, put your face down and your ass in the air. And then put it in, bro, and just slowly start stroking that shit. And remember, everything starts slow. You never want to go too fast when you start to have sex, all right? At some point, pick up the pace, though, and smash. All right? I hope this video helps, man. Leave your questions, leave your comments below. Don't be scared, man. You can never get good at anything without having experience. So go on ahead and get that experience, bro. Wrap up. And y'all maybe make this like a regular thing for a while until you're ready to move on. All right? I'll talk to you.